Yeah, if you're not already set up and you don't have projects lined up, yeah, you definitely. But people these days, I was talking to QCP, and he like, bro, like, I'm just trying to understand where all the streamers went. I said, bro, if I go live for 3 hours, I got a group of people watching me for 3 hours. My clubhouse side on the hunting side is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Academics, no jumper, has shows all throughout the day. If they're watching these lives or these podcasts
for free
or these YouTube situations, they're not listening to music.
Oh yeah.
And because and our shit ain't no 4 minutes. When we're on, we're on. 4 minutes is equivalent to an hour to us, right? So we're there 2-3 hours, and if they're listening to that, and as soon as it goes off, what happens, Adam? The next one pops up.
Oh yeah.
And the next one pops up. That's less people over there on the streaming platform for music.
Even just a Cenat has like 100,000 or more people watching him at any given time, and he's streaming like 24 hours a day for like a month straight at any given time, making extremely high quality content that you can basically watch for free. And like that in and of itself, like I remember seeing the transition in some of the former hosts around like 2020, 2021, where I brought them on and they're like regular people. They're like music fans. And then I start kind of introducing them to all these different streamers and YouTubers and channels like that. All of a sudden, these dudes who've been listening to music, like every time they get in the car, over and over and over throughout their whole life, they're just listening to music. And now they're getting in the car and they're listening to a podcast. So they're listening to some academics clip.
Times I pulled up at a light and they're listening to us, or they're listening to the goddamn hunting side of the clubhouse. I swear, people look. It's like they look at their radio, they look at me, and it's like I'm like it's what the rapper used to get.
Yeah.
They're listening to us on the freeway in traffic. Somebody says, "Man, I got a warehouse job, brother. I go to fucking clubhouse and listen to y'all bullshit all night. You know what I mean? I pop in, you and Adam, or acts on a lot at night. You know what I'm saying? They're not listening to music because guess what? How many times have you heard this same song?
Yeah.
And every time we come on, it's something different. And you're getting different perspective. Then you got our guy over here, Joe Budden. He gonna be a wild card.
And think about how much content.
He comes out of nowhere.
Somebody like him.
Why you trying to slight Joe Budden?
No, but I'm saying.
I did that on purpose.
No, but I'm saying, think about how much content he alone produces. He's doing like, if you have the Patreon, I think that it might be like 3 episodes a week or 4 episodes a week sometimes that are like 3 or 4 hour episodes. Yeah. So if you're a fan of his shit, you could spend 16 hours out of your week consuming nothing but his shit, and that is like the average person, that's way more than your average commute. That's like probably you come home, you're still listening to it, you're not watching TV. Like, there's just so much content.
It's killing the music off.
And that's why it's hard for like the fans to sort of differentiate between it.
Yeah, it's killing the music off. It's killing it off because people was kind of like.
And then meanwhile, the music is more boring than ever. It all sounds the same. The beats all sound the fucking same. I mean, granted, I'm talking about like a relatively small swath of shit that I listen
Kendrick
to. But
did a great job with his last one.
He did, yeah.
And I'm gonna be real. It's never been an album to where it's always 3-4 songs I bump. I'm pro Kendrick, always gonna be pro Kendrick. Shout out to the TDE family, everybody over there, PG Lane, his new thing. But this album, I can literally put it on and just let it flow.
Right.
He got a solid 12.
I do think it's solid front to back. You know when people put out a 20-song album and they say like, oh, I wish that this was 12 songs, 10 songs. It feels like that. It feels like we very easily could have got a bloated version of Kendrick, what he had going on in his mind at that time, and instead he did what a lot of people don't do in this day and age, which is actually trim the fat.